EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
For the Devils. Mike Bobo. Danny. Switch it. Come on.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike 20.
Murray with a 3rd and long. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, D. Check out
Going to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
61.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw again on second down. Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 2 to go. To his left.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So 2nd down, go from the 40. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Show it up. Show it up. Undercut. Undercut. Undercut.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray being chased out left. Now he's good. And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big...
Murray now on 1st down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. To throw, it's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Seven. We own it. We own it.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. It's complete to Hopkins. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Yeah, baby.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
23 yards the pickup there. From midfield, here's Wentz. Fights loose. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58. 58. Come on. No. 5.
And the blitz does come. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 50 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it. Had some time.
Big stop, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Murray going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And taken right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Bridgestone travel. 82, 82. 58, come on, 58, 58, come on. Down the man inside, down the man. Hey, check. 25, check 25, check 25. Check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. They've got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Murray now dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Let him know, let him know. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, box drop. Here. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I got you.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Flushed out right. It's complete to Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He finds Hopkins complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Look at this, a tight end carry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Wentz now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes pieces locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Back. 280!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Waiting! Go!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
A 41-yard attempt.
To the football, it's blocked. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what.
You go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.